my goodness. Okay. All right. So, thanks for hopping on, guys. I know it's late on a Sunday, but I think that tonight works better for most people instead of tomorrow night. And I wanted to get this call started before February 1st because Tara's with us tonight, and she's going to talk about the power of planning out your month and having a game plan and how that's going to work to, build your business and be able to talk to potential challengers and potential coaches. When you have a game plan, it makes things so much easier to, kind of set up when you're going to do postings and when you're going to talk about challenge groups and things like that. So you don't feel like you're just constantly scrambling with content and what to talk about. So I'm just going to start off really, really quick with just a couple of our announcements. And then I'm going to give it over to Tara so that she has plenty of time to talk to us so we can take some really good notes. Most of us, I think, are on a Team Cup team, so I'm really excited about that. And that does start on Wednesday. Wednesday is already February 1st. I shared in the group, but super duper excited about the $1,000 like home gym giveaway thing. Oh my gosh, like I want to win that so bad. So that should definitely be one of your motivators for Team Cup. If you still don't have a team and you want to be on one, post in our team page. I think most of us have a team, but if not, definitely go to Beatnik because I think there's still lots of people that are looking for a team and we still have some time to register. The other thing is we have a couple of new coaches I know that are coming in from time to time since we've had our last call. So if any of you guys are on or watching the recording, we're really excited to have you. I want to welcome Emily Hassler. She's my new coach that signed up yesterday. I know she's not on right now, but I think she's trying to catch us in a few minutes after she puts her kids to bed. But also, Beatnik is running a Glance into Coaching group again starting on Tuesday. So it's a 3-day thing. There is a link in Beatnik for it, but I will post it in our team page too. And all you got to do is just join. Once you're joined, then you can add your people to it, and then Nikki will approve them. Let's see. We love the atmosphere of our challenge group right now. I think we're doing a really good job with having the team-wide group where it's not through Beatnik, so it's not so overwhelming with tons of people. But I think we have enough people in there and enough coaches that it's been super motivating for a lot of our challengers, and I think they're really enjoying it. So we're going to continue to do that. So basically, we're going to end on Sunday the 5th, which is the end of the health bet, and we're just going to roll right in. So on Monday the 6th, we're just going to keep going. So this is a great week for you guys to advertise for your next challenge group. Some of you are running your own, and that's perfectly fine. We're not even going to start a new group. We're just going to keep that together. And then you can add more challengers if you need to, okay? But again, always personally reach out to your challengers. Let them know that this is kind of your wrap-up week, and then we're going to be starting fresh on Monday the 6th. Just check in with them, see how they're doing. Is there anything that they need from you? All that good stuff, okay? Also, Lauren reminded me it's 6 weeks until spring break, which is absolutely crazy. So that's a great advertising tool for us because if you're like me, you didn't even realize that there's only 6 weeks till spring break. So that might be an eye-opener for a lot of people that are going on vacation for spring break. So that could be a good way to advertise your next challenge group, is talking about spring break, and working on, bikinis or whatever it may be. Okay. So use that as a tool. Another thing is in the new challenge group, we want to see, we have a lot of coach involvement on posting, which is amazing. But what we're going to do is we want to divvy up more of the responsibility of the actual content posts. So like this past one, I know like Jackie did a week, and then I did a week, then Lauren did a week. We kind of took weeks So what we're going to do is tomorrow, Lauren's going to post a sign-up sheet in the file section, and we'll probably do it for maybe like 3 or 4 days increments, I guess, and just sign up for, you know, a little spot of time in a week, and you can put whatever content you want, okay? If you have questions about it, let us know. You can use the challenge group templates that we have in the file section. There are so many resources that you can use. But again, just make sure that you're paying attention to what's already been posted, so that way you don't post the same content. And then just one more thing is, I'm having a baby in 9 days, which is absolutely ridiculous because it's completely flown by. Like, I'm in a state of kind of panic right now. But I want you guys to know I'm not going to be totally MIA. You know, I'm still going to be here for you guys. I don't know how crazy it's going to be the first couple of weeks, adjusting to 2 kids that I have to keep alive on a daily basis. So I know, like, you guys do a great job of stepping up in the team pages all the time. So all I'm asking from you guys is keep doing what you're doing and really just step up and be leaders in the team page. If there's anything that you come across, resources, tools, whatever, like, please share them with everybody. And I'm telling you that even if you're somebody who's new or you're not used to doing that kind of stuff, I promise the more you practice being a leader in just like a coach page, the more it's going to come across as a coach to the public whenever you're posting your content. It's really going to help you grow. So use that, you know, as like a growing experience, and use our coach page for that. But again, I'm not going anywhere, guys. So I will be here. I just may look like a hot mess, if you see me. So anyways, I am going to give it over to Tara, and I'm going to mute myself in case there's any craziness that goes on in my background. And she's going to talk to us again about power of planning out your month and just making sure you're staying organized, because we all know that that is key to running a successful business. So go ahead, Tara, and take it away.
All right. Hello, you guys. Thank you, Nicole, so much for inviting me. I think it's so cool that your guys' leader reaches out to other diamonds and above in the company to come and train you guys. That's huge. Not everyone gets that benefit. Some people have uplines that don't see the value in having other teams kind of join in together and speak into each other. And so that's huge. So you all appreciate your girl, Nicole. And also another thing, I'm a creepy Facebook girl. And so when she asked me, to speak, I'm like, I need to check out who this girl is. Who am I speaking for? We're basically the same person, except for she's a Longhorn. So I had to wear my Boomer Sooner gear. Kingberry, in effect. I did this just for you, Nicole. But your husband being a baseball coach, I was like, oh my gosh, we are baseball Looney Tunes in our house. Both my boys play, and we are all about the diamond and field. So anyways, so just know that y'all have a kick butt coach, and I'm real excited that she reached out to get speakers for you guys, because I love educating others and sharing my passion in this business. So I'm going to honor your time and honor my own. My husband's actually waiting very patiently for our time now that the boys are in bed. So I am going to share my screen. I have just a short presentation that will hopefully be helpful to you. Hopefully. I'm a hot mess. That's something else we have in common. So, you know, it happens. Okay, I got my PowerPoint up. Now I don't have my share screen. Share screen. And if it does something creepy like full page view, you all know you can get out of that. I don't want to scare you with that. Okay. And if there's any questions, I won't be able to see it. So I'll just get to them at the end, if that's okay. Okay, so the power of a plan, and this is going to sound so basic, but it's also been a huge light bulb for me in the last several months. Sounds crazy. I've been doing this for 3 years, but the last several months, it's like, oh, I should work this as a business and actually have a plan. So, real quick, who am I? I Me and my husband, we're crazy. We're entrepreneurs by heart. We own 5 businesses, including my Beachbody business. Our most long-term business that we've had forever and ever, it seems like, is we have a karate school here in the great Norman, Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. So we have our karate business that we have ran since, I think, 2003. And he is a life coach. He is Tony Robbins certified, which is cool. Now that you know that, you probably would have wished you would have asked for him instead of me. But he has a couple online businesses for that. And then I have a photography business and I do my Beachbody business. So this is what we do. We are adoptive and a foster family. We are done. But in this picture is just my youngest 2 boys. That was from 3 years ago, right before I started Beachbody. They are number 6 and 7 for us. I have 2 beautiful stepdaughters that are 23 and 25. They have families of their own, out on their own. We also adopted a sibling group when they were teenagers that are now mid-20s, and they are all out on their own and have families of their own. So I am a Nana times 9, and I'm only 40 years old, guys. This is crazy. I have kids from 6 to 26 and grandkids from newborn to 7 years old. Insane. Like I said, I'm a photographer. And I have a creative eye. That is my niche. I love doing graphic design and photography. And so I kind of get hung up in the whole making sales ads. I tend to take too much time with that, and I've had to work through that. 3rd year in Beachbody, I have the joke in my team is I've hit diamond so many times that I should be a superstar diamond by now. I'm not, but my goal is to hit 2-star by the end of March. So real quick, I'm sure you guys have heard the story from many, many coaches, but how I got started was I was inactive for 10 years. And I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was a worn out mom. I was irritable. I called myself a momzilla. I was addicted to Coca-Cola. You could take my day as how many Cokes I had. So a good day would be a 1 Coke day. A really rough day would probably be like a 5 Coke day. I'm a champion at running through McDonald's or Quick Trip or 7-Eleven, whatever the case might be, to get my fix. Luckily, I kicked that habit to the curb almost 3 years ago and feel better than ever. It took me 6 months to realize that I could work this business. I was strictly just a discount coach to begin with, and I made Emerald without even really trying to. In fact, I tried to refer my people to my upline coach because I wanted nothing to do with it, and she wouldn't let me, thank God. So she helped me build me to Emerald and she saw what was in me before I even knew it was there. And then here I am. I've been to Summit. I've been on diamond retreats. I've been able to do all kinds of things because of this amazing, amazing company. But the biggest thing I've been able to do is lose my extra weight, transform me where I'm no longer a momzilla except for on those occasional rough days. I have more energy. I have transformed from the inside out. Personal development is my jam. My biggest change is my mindset, for sure. And my why is for those precious boys and my grandbabies and my hot husband. I want to be here as long as possible for them. And anything in my control, I'm going to do because it's that important to me. Okay, so moving on. The power of having a plan. First things first, the reason why I started with my why and my story, I want you girls to remember why you got started. Most of us got started for our own health journey. We were either in love with fitness or health and wanted to find a way to get into that, or we were the worn out, sick and tired mom that was just looking for a light at the end of the tunnel and needed to get their health in order, or we had a health scare, or whatever the case, whatever your story is, it's your story. Do not lose focus of why you got started. Don't let all these, you have to do this, you have to do this, start weighing you down, because your health is vital to your business. The vital behaviors are vital. It is a life and death situation. So you putting your health first, you eating correctly, you doing your fitness, you're drinking your Shakeology, you're doing your professional development, being a proof of the product is huge. It is going to be your success in the business and your success in life. So don't lose focus of that fact. I say all that because this is your fitness. It's your business. You don't have to base it on new releases or what corporate's doing for competitions, which I'm 100% behind the Team Cup. I'm not dissing that. But don't feel like you have to do everything that corporate says, because this is yours. You are uniquely you. No one else is you in this world. And so rock your business the way only you can rock it. So you do what you need. You are not Beachbody. You are a mom and a wife and a sister and a whatever you are. You are you. And so just be authentic and passionate when you share about it. Don't feel like you need to push a certain program that you're not all that thrilled about just because it's one of our programs. If people will see that you are not, I don't know, what's the word, sincere when you are sharing about something that you may not be 100% behind. So plan the program that you are going to do for your fitness. And this is the biggest part of planning. What program are you doing now, and what are you going to do next? Consistently show up every day for you, because people are watching. Think of yourself as a storefront. You want to bring a lot of content to your page that adds value, that stops the scroll. You don't want to be just another Beachbody coach that looks like a billboard for Beachbody, because you're not Beachbody. That just happens to be a tool that you get to use, which happens, in my opinion, to be the best tools. But people are watching you. So you need to be consistent and show up every day. So when they are ready to come into that store and buy, you're there waiting for them and ready for them. Same with your professional development. I am huge on this. I think this should be the number one vital behavior. What are you doing for professional development now, and what is next? And I want you girls to think about this. Professional development does not have to be books. It can be YouTube. It can be podcasts. It can be training that your team is doing together. It can be training that you pay for. I've paid for some amazing, amazing business leaders training that have helped me. Professional development, all that means is becoming a better version of yourself. So we're just striving to be better than we were yesterday. So when you are thinking of your month, I want you to know what you're going to do for your fitness and what you're doing for your professional development, because that is going to steer your business. And I'll just tell you mine. Like right now, I'm doing Core de Force. I'm getting ready to move into Insanity Max 30 come February. After Insanity Max 30, I am doing Turbo Fire again. I'm kind of a cardio junkie. I really probably need to get some weight training in there, but that's what I've planned for the next 3 months. So just kind of start thinking ahead a little bit. How far do you need to plan ahead? I would recommend at least a month. I do it by the quarter personally, especially after reading the 12-week year book. I don't know if you have read that or not. I would highly recommend it. It's a great goal setting book, but it talks about putting it all in 12 weeks and then taking a break after that 12 weeks to get re-energized and then going again instead of thinking in a year. Huge. You all need to read it or listen to it on Audible or however you do PD. You need to have something to invite to monthly, whether it's a free group, a challenge group, sneak peeks. All of those are extremely, extremely important. I'm sure your team has some type of a schedule where you do things together. And that's great. If you need to do your own thing to make it fit into your schedule, that's okay too. But here was my light bulb that I was struggling getting my invites in, and I couldn't figure out why. Well, several months ago, I realized I didn't have things on my calendar to invite to. I was not planning ahead. I was not having events or challenge groups or free events, whatever the case might be. For whatever reason, I was struggling getting that down because I did not have a plan. And then here I was approaching the end of the month trying to hit Success Club. And I'm like, why? Why is it so hard? Well, I didn't have anything to invite people to kind of give them a deadline on when to commit. And so that is huge. And I'm just going to show you guys. I don't know if you can, are you guys only seeing the presentation or can you see my face? You can see my face? Okay, so what I do to plan ahead is I am really high tech. I mean, don't get jealous about this, but I go to Google because Google's the best upline coach you could have. And I print off these crazy calendars just so I can kind of scribble. And I plan my quarter. I have one for every month. Yeah, you can see I've already got some of my March planned out. I'm moving into April. It's like crazy, right? Okay, so I plan my free group, my challenge group, when my sneak peek is, and I do a few more things because I'm a leader. I don't know how many of you are diamonds on this team, but it seems to be once I hit diamond, I had to plan a whole lot more, like team calls, and I do a team power hour training with my team every month, and I also do team training that I have to organize. So there's a lot. Once you get to a certain level, you kind of got to go from have coach mode where you're recruiting people and helping people, but you also have to have leadership mode. And it was overwhelming me. So thank goodness for planning. So basically what I do, what my month looks like is I had to make a schedule that made sense to me. So my schedule is every second week I have a new challenge group starting. Every fourth week I have a free group starting. And let me just say, free groups do not have to be clean eating. This is where you get to be you. Like right now, my free group is Project Love Yourself. All it is daily journaling prompts on just positive affirmations and asking questions like, if you could go back in time, what would you tell your teenage self? That kind of thing. And then I share how you can love yourself with healthy eating and with fitness. And so that's just kind of think of something that you are passionate about and that you would get excited about sharing. Don't feel like you're stuck in a box. There are so many great ideas for free groups that I want you guys to just feel the freedom to be able to do that for your business. Let's see. Oh, I also have a sneak peek every third Thursday, and then I do my power hour as a team, or you can just do it with success partners or whatever. I do that every fourth Thursday. I'm looking at my notes. Sorry. I'm like trying to look at my presentation and this. Okay. So my favorite helpers that have helped me. Google, of course, I've already mentioned that. YouTube is a great upline coach. Also, you can get some great professional development by that. Something else that I found was super helpful to kind of help me is I love my Inkwell Press planner, but what's even greater about Inkwell Press is on their website, they have what's called University, and they teach you how to make a planner work for you and how to break it down. If you all can really grasp the wealth that you can have from a planner and what it can do to help you stay organized, it will totally help you. Another thing I use every single day is Buffer. I buffer my challenge groups. I do schedule posts to my like page and to my challenge group. I use Teamsy. Also, Google has, Streak? Streak. I love Streak too. I'm kind of addicted to Teamsy now, but both are great programs because the value is in your follow-up. You never want to lose the momentum that you have as you're inviting to these groups. And I didn't break that down. I'm going to break that down for you real quick. On my free groups and my sneak peek, I only advertise for that publicly the week before the event because it's something free. On my challenge groups, I share about 3 weeks before the event starts and just continue to share it every week just because you need that time for people to order and to follow up with you and to get plugged into that group. So that's something you need to think of when you are planning, that you have enough time to advertise and share and invite, that it's fair for them, that they don't feel rushed to get everything they need like within 3 days time or whatever the case might be. I also use Canva every day. They have amazing graphics. It's free for you to use, but if you use one that they have prepared, it's only $1. It's amazing. Training that I have used and loved is Josh Coates' Legacy Leadership. He's amazing. Sarah Dan does a great job for marketing, how to work your like pages, how to run ads, how to do newsletters, set up a website. She's a marketing guru. She's actually out of the great state of Texas. I'm just saying. Jesse Reagan does a great like page training and Instagram training. Chalene Johnson, not only is she an amazing fitness instructor, but she's a great business leader. I have been in several of her training. And Danny Johnson, if you go to her website, dannyjohnson.com, there is a free ebook that she gives you with a couple bonuses. It's like the 4 steps to wealth. But she has all kinds of things. I don't know if you've heard of like the gym personality test to find out if you're sapphire, pearl, ruby, whatever the case might be. That is her. She went from homeless to billionaire in the real estate market. And she's a wonderful, wonderful woman. A lot of her things is Christian based, so that may or may not be for you. But her training is amazing, and it's all about having a servant's heart and focusing on bringing content and serving others, and it will just automatically just come back to you. She is amazing. I feel like I'm speeding through this. I'm so sorry if I'm talking too fast. I will send this. I will send this to Nicole and my presentation if you guys need the slides. Just some great reminders to help you out as you're planning out your month. This is your business. I want you to take yourself seriously so others can take you seriously also. You get to you get to be you and do it your way. So just rock you. Wave your unique weirdo flag, whatever your quirks may be. I have a lot. I like granny sweaters. I have an addiction. I don't know if you see it. I'm the crazy cow lady. I don't know if you can see it. Like, that is Lester the cow. He's on my Instagram feed constantly. It's crazy. I even have people sending me cows just because they think I need them. So just find things that are uniquely you and use them. Just be you. Just no apologies, authentic you. Be like a storefront with business hours. Be sure to unplug when it's time for family and friends. Be present in life and share it. Even if it means, like, I took a picture of my family. My husband took us out to eat tonight. I took a picture. I didn't share it on Instagram right at that moment, but I had that picture ready for when we were back and I could kind of get back on my phone without having to be present with them. I was able to share it. That message can wait. Make sure you show those that you love that they are more important than social media. That is a huge lesson I've learned. And if you want your husband and kids or whoever the case might be to support you in this business, you need to honor your time with them. So even tonight for this team call, you all thank your significant other or your kids or whoever you had to step away from to allow this time of getting to kind of get the knowledge you need to take your business to the next level. Big thing. If they think that they are part of it, they'll be a lot more supportive of it. And when it comes time to work, you'll find that they are a little more forgiving at you being on that phone or in front of your computer. Set goals with a deadline, especially with Team Cup, is right here. You guys, goals. You need to break them down, give yourself a deadline. The power of planning is not just with us doing free groups and challenge groups and training. It's what are your non-negotiables every single month. Mine is hitting Success Club. Well, for me to hit Success Club, I obviously need to be inviting. I need to recruit new coaches. And so I have to break down what my goals are into daily activities. And I'm sure Nicole would love to help you do that as your leader if you do not know how to reverse engineer your goals. But that is important because if you do not have a deadline to your goals, it's just a dream. It for whatever reason, it won't happen. You need to set those goals and crush them. Make a vision board if you have not already. Keep it fresh in your mind. You can do that with Canva, PicMonkey, a poster board, bulletin board, whatever makes sense to you. I want you to connect to the feeling of your goals. What will it feel like when you achieve whatever goal you set? Also think of this with your challengers and talk to them in that way. That's part of the Danny Johnson training that I went through. You know, for a woman who wants to lose 20 pounds, ask her, man, how would that feel for you when you hit your goal of losing 20 pounds? What will that look like? What will you feel like? What do you want to do when that happens? And then you have some great information and you know her motivation in the same way as you would know your motivation to be able to check back with her, you know, in a couple of weeks, like, oh my gosh, you're killing it. I can't wait to see blah, 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 whatever she shared with you during that talk. So I want you guys to connect to the feelings with your challengers and with yourself when it comes to goals. Make goals in all areas, not just your business. Please be balanced and grounded. This business can come and go, but the rest of your life is there too. So have some dreams and some goals when it comes to family and relationships and finances and all of those good things. And I think that's it. I talked really fast.
No, it was great. It was
I was trying to make it short and sweet, but it's like, okay, did y'all have any questions?
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can ask Tara, or I always tell the girls too, if they think of something after, to post it in the team page, and then I can always ask you if I can't answer myself. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that was great information. I loved how you talked about, really having goals for every single month. That is key, because I was kind of the same way with you, like in the beginning. When you're trying to invite and you're trying to follow up and you're trying to do all these things with potential challengers, if you don't have something that you're inviting to, then it's like, okay, well, what are these invites for, kind of thing, And so it finally took me really sitting down myself and planning out my month. And I do the same thing that you do. We've got a challenge group once a month. I like to do free groups as well. And those are things that you can always invite to. And I love doing the free groups, like at least 2 weeks before a challenge group, because then those are people that you follow up with, and that's where you can invite into a challenge group setting, like you said. And so I think basically for most of us, it's just making sure that we have a plan to go off of, because if you fail to plan, you're going to fail, period.
Right.
And we've all experienced it. It's not just a few of us, we're talking from experience for sure. So if you guys don't have any questions, I would love to thank Tara for hopping on again. She took time out of her night to join us. So that was super, super sweet of you. And I don't think we have really anything else. I gave you the announcements at the beginning. But again, just keep in mind that we're starting our new challenge group on Monday, the 6th. So we got one more week to talk to people about that, invite, follow up, all those good things. And be ready to rock out February. And then before we know it, spring's going to be here, then summer, summit. And those are crazy busy times for us in our business. So we've got to take full advantage of these times that are coming up and plan during the down times. So when things do get crazy, you have it all set up and ready to go for you, and you have people to talk to. That's the biggest key. So again, thank you, Tara, so much. We really, really appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions about anything, again, just pop it in the team page. If I can't answer it or anybody in the team can't answer it, then I'll definitely ask Tara. And then if you want to share your PowerPoint with me, just send it to me. I'll put it in our file section. And then I also recorded our call. So if you guys want to go back and take some other notes, you can. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys later. And again, thank you so much, Tara.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.